Thank you very much, Prabhujika Brahma Pranaji. It is always a matter of joy when I speak before the devotees of our Dallas Center. Tomorrow is the sacred Kali Puja day. So I would like to offer this talk at the feet of Mother Kali. And obviously, Holy Mother Sarada Devi, to whom we in Ramakrishna order believe that she is none but Mother Kali. Om Jananing Saradang Devim Ramakrishnam Jagat Gurum Padapadme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurum. People say I am Kali. Let me start with a very well-known and important event in Holy Mother's life. It happened not long after Sri Ramakrishna's death. Holy Mother was traveling from Kamarpukur to Jairambati. Shivaram, the master's nephew, was then a young boy. He was traveling with mother and carrying her bundle. As they neared Jairambati, Shivaram thought of something and stopped. The mother was surprised and asked him to keep going. Shivaram replied, I shall move only if you tell me something. What? Will you tell me who you are? Who else I am? I am your aunt. Then you go by yourself. You are near your home. I won't go with you. Don't be silly. Who do you think I am? I am a human being, your aunt. The sun was about to set. Seeing Shivaram standing still in the meadow, Holy Mother said, people say, I am Kali. Are you really Kali? Is it true? Yes. Let me explain another incident in Holy Mother's life. It was a normal evening. Mother was lying on her bed in her old house at Jairambati. Radhu was sleeping by her side. Low oil lamp shedding more shadow than light. Swami Arupananda came slowly in front of the door and tried to look inside the room very carefully from the outside. Mother could understand it and suddenly asked with her tired, half-opened eyes to him, you have come here with some thought. You have come to ask me, perhaps. I am the mother of the universe. Swami Arupananda was spellbound, but smart enough. He shook off all hesitations and nervousness and asked Mother, is it true that you are the mother of everyone? Yes. Even you are the mother of all these animals? Yes, I am. Those who are familiar with Ramakrishna order and have gone through the lives of Holy Mother and Sri Ramakrishna and other direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, they believed that Holy Mother Sarada Devi to be the mother of all and none other than the Mother Kali. And Sri Ramakrishna himself authenticated by saying, the mother who is worshipped in the temple, the mother who gave birth of this body, and you who are attending on me are alike for me. But it is very difficult to comprehend or understand this truth by applying our insignificant logic. We are unable to get the glimpse of divine aspect of Holy Mother because Mother always kept her divine aspect hidden behind a very fine curtain of Maya. If we carefully analyze the previous two incidents that I have just mentioned, we can comprehend that she said, people say, I am Kali. By saying people say, she put the veil of Maya before her. It means I am not revealing myself, but people say. In the second instance, Holy Mother asked, you have come to ask me, probably, I am the mother of universe. Here also, by saying probably, she kept herself hidden. There are many other instances when Mother kept her behind a subtle veil of Maya. But sometimes her divinity flashed out accidentally, and devotees were blessed by experiencing the flavor of it. Shakti in Indian philosophy has been described exactly in a very similar way. Shakti is always veiled by a subtle curtain which is called Maya. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Brahman and its Shakti are identical, just like a snake and its triangular movement. We do not see triangular movement in any other animal. If we see, we call it, okay, it is snake-like. Similarly, the fire and its burning power. If we see any burning power in other substance, we call it, it is fire-like, but not fire. Only the fire has the power. And that identifies it is a power, it is a fire, because it can burn. This identity of Brahman and Shakti is very difficult to understand because of an incredible power which is called Maya. Brahman cannot be seen because it is subjective. Nothing subjective we can see. We cannot see our face. We cannot see our eyes. We can only see the reflection of our face or reflection of our eyes when it becomes objective. anything objective which is not I, we can see. But which is I, we cannot see it. Only we can see the reflection of I. When subjective Brahman becomes objective by reflecting from Maya or Buddhi, it becomes Mother Kali. Subject cannot do work, only object can do work. Thus, Mother Kali creates, sustains, and destroys by the presence of subject Shiva, who is lying under Mother's feet. Again, Sri Ramakrishna gave a fantastic example of the function of Shiva and Mother Kali. In a marriage ceremony of daughter, mother runs everywhere, arranges all tidbits, starting from the invitation of guests to marriage rituals. Father sits inactive on an armchair and pops hookah. Although mother is active for some important decisions, mother goes to her husband to ask, and father only nods the head for giving permission or rejection. Mother is active and doing all the works, but father's presence is required. Without father, mother cannot work. Similarly, Shiva, although lying down as Shava, dead, and Mother Kali is active, yet Shiva's presence is required. Otherwise, mother cannot work. Only in the presence of Brahman, though inactive, Shakti can work. Devotees of Ramakrishna order believe that Holy Mother is the Shakti of Sri Ramakrishna. By the presence of the power of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother continued her spiritual ministration for a long time after the passing away of Master. We should not think that Mother did not have any power. What I tried to mean is Holy Mother and Sri Ramakrishna are one. Holy Mother is the power of Sri Ramakrishna. In reflection, we see the same form. Here, only the form is different, although it is nothing but the reflection of the subject Sri Ramakrishna. This is the difference. But they are one in different form. Probably we could not have seen the total divine play of Sri Ramakrishna without Holy Mother, because Holy Mother lived long period of time after Sri Ramakrishna's passing away. But throughout her life, Holy Mother kept herself hidden by a subtle, incredible Maya. How can we know or understand that she is Kali unless she herself reveals it out to us? Rightly, Girish Chandra Ghosh said, it is difficult for human beings to believe that God may incarnate in human form like any of us. Do you realize that you are standing before the mother of the universe in the form of a village woman? Can you imagine the Divine Mother doing all kinds of domestic work and fulfilling social duties like any other ordinary woman? Yet, she is the mother of universe, Mahamaya, Mahashakti, appearing on earth for the salvation of all creatures. At the same time, exemplifying the ideal of true motherhood. According to Advaita Vedanta, Brahman is inactive without any attribute or quality, self-effulgent, self-luminous. This nature of Brahman is called Nirguna, means devoid of all gunas or adjectives or attributes. Nirguna Brahman, it is difficult that Nirguna Brahman creates the universe. It is very difficult that Nirguna Brahman can create anything. Just as electricity, it has the effulgence power, but without wear, without any fittings, we cannot see the effulgent power of the electricity. So exactly in the same way, Shakti or Brahman creates this universe. In scripture, this Brahman and Shakti is described as Adya Shakti, Mahamaya, Radha Krishna, Shiva, Parvati, etc. Brahman and Shakti combined, it is called Shaguna Brahman or God, meaning Brahman with its attributes and Shakti. Another name of Saguna Brahman is Ishvara or Bhagavan. Shankaracharya, in his explanation of Saundarya Lahari, says, Shiva Shaktyo Yukta Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitum Na Chet Evam Deva Na Khalu Kushala Sponditum Api. When Shiva, meaning Nirguna Brahman, is connected with Shakti, that becomes Shaguna Brahman or Ishvara. Then only creation starts. Otherwise, creation is not possible. Brahman and Shakti are complementary. Without Shakti, Brahman is dormant. Similarly, without Brahman, Shakti is incomplete. If we say Mother Kali, it means there must be Shiva and Kali. Without Shiva, only Kali will not be a Mother Kali. Similarly, without Mother, only Shiva is not Mother Kali. With various examples, our scriptures explain this identity of Brahman and Shakti. As for example, fire. Have you ever seen any fire that cannot burn? If so, we cannot call it fire. The relationship of fire and its burning power is similar to Brahman and Shakti, meaning the creative power. We cannot think these two separately. In scripture, anything which is Brahman, which is not Brahman, is called Prakriti. The Shakti is also Prakriti. Shakti and Prakriti are of two types, Para Prakriti and apara prakriti. And we know as these are Shakti, it can work. This para prakriti and apara prakriti are complementary. Para is the higher one and apara is the lower one. In bhakti also, you can see para bhakti, apara bhakti, the higher and lower. In vidya also, you can say para vidya, apara vidya. Nowhere in world philosophy you can find this higher and lower. Only in Indian philosophy you can find this para and apara concept. So, by help of the para or higher prakriti, a person can realize one's Atman as knower. But in apara prakriti, Ishvara works in this universe through human being. The source of energy behind all our activities is this apara prakriti or apara shakti. In other words, the whole jagat or universe is nothing but the play of apara prakriti, apara shakti. When apara shakti is dormant in Brahman, we cannot see any creation. Take the example of a tree. When it is dormant in a tiny sheet, we cannot see the vastness of the tree. But when the energy of the tree becomes active, it penetrates the seed and becomes a gigantic tree, produces fruits and flowers. In creation, why does the dormant Shakti become active? Scriptures say that by the wish of God, an imbalance in movement among Shatta, Tamas and Rajas comes. The world, as it were, is complete equilibrium. If we do not do anything, it will remain in equilibrium. Similarly, the human being also, our nature is in equilibrium. But when this equilibrium disturbs, equanimity of mind disturbs, that means there is some imbalance in Sattva, Tamas and Rajas. So, when this imbalance takes place, the three prakritis, they are disturbed, Sattva, Tamas and Rajas, by the wish of God. Then creation starts. So creation means the divine play of Shiva and Shakti. I have already mentioned that Shiva is considered inactive and devoid of all attributes, and Shakti is active and it does all creation. In the introduction of Bhagavad Gita, Shankaracharya says, Ajo Abhaya Bhutanam Ishvara Nitta Shuddha Buddha Mukta Sabhavo Yopi San Sa Mayaya Dehoban Iva Jata Iva Cha Lokanugraha Kurban Iva Lakshati. It is a very famous statement of Shankaracharya. How the Avatara incarnates. He says, though himself is unborn and immutable, Lord of beings, and in essence eternally pure, awakened and free, appearing through his Maya as if with a body and as if born, is seen as working for the welfare of the world. So even God, assuming this Shakti, and by the help of Maya, incarnates as Avatara. We heard the same truth echoed from Girish Chandra Ghosh's voice when he says Mahamaya, Mahashakti, appearing on earth for the salvation of all creatures, and at the same time exemplifying the ideal of true motherhood. Shakti, or active power of Brahman, incarnates in this way as Avatar. Holy Mother incarnates as Shakti and accompanies Sri Ramakrishna, who is Nitya Niranjanam Brahma. Just as Radha accompanied Krishna, Parvati accompanied Shiva, Kali accompanied Shiva to create, sustain, and destroy. I repeat once again, the creation is nothing but the divine play of Shiva and Shakti, or Shiva and Kali. According to Tantra, Shiva Shaktyatmakam Jagat. Jagat means creation is the combined effect of Shiva and Shakti. Shiva is inactive, representation of Kali, who is active. Both are basically one and same, as Sri Ramakrishna is Shiva and Holy Mother is Kali, his Shakti. And Sharadanandaji rightly composed the Pranam mantra of Holy Mother, Jathargno Dadahika Shakti Ramakrishna Sthitahiya. Like the fire and its burning power, Holy Mother is the power of Shakti of Sri Ramakrishna. But the question is, how can we worship Mother Kali? We find in Indian scriptures there are different ways of worshipping Mother Kali. But Swami Vivekananda taught us a different form and different appearance of Mother Kali. If we read very thoroughly the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna and find there the description of Mother Kali as explained by Sri Ramakrishna, and if we study the explanation of Swami Vivekananda on Mother Kali, don't we think that the form, appearance, and activity of Mother Kali is different? What does it mean? In Gospel, we find Mother Kali is loving. Mother Kali is Anandavai, always joyful. But if we see the Mother Kali explained by Swami Vivekananda is worship the terrible. So do you think that the Mother Kali explained by Sri Ramakrishna or conceptualized by Sri Ramakrishna and the Mother Kali conceptualized by Swami Vivekananda is different? I don't think so. It is because when Sri Ramakrishna explained Mother Kali, he was explaining it to the household devotees. And household devotees, it is difficult for them to conceptualize Mother as a terrible. And that is what Sri Ramakrishna advised to Suresh Chandra. to Suresh or Suren Majumdar, he advised don't to keep the picture of Mother Kali of cremation ground, Shashan Kali, in your home because you are a household devotee. But Swami Vivekananda was a dynamic monk, was a rejuvenator, was a humanitarian, was a total transformer of the human society. So Swami Vivekananda represented Mother Kali specially in front of Sister Nivedita as a terrible. And his logic is completely perfect. That everywhere in this world, God is worshipped as beautiful, as loving, as compassionate. But the evil, the good and evil is always fighting each other in all religions. If you see the religions of the world, you can find the evil and good are fighting each other. And ultimately, evil died and there is the prevailing good. So this is the story you can find in world religion. But evil or bad or terrible is also created by God. If everything is God, if everything is Brahman, then why this terrible, this bad, this earthquake, this tsunami, this pandemic is not the creation of God, or otherwise it is not the Brahman. So according to Swami Vivekananda, everything is Brahman, everything is God. So terrible is also in the form of God. Everybody cannot worship this terrible. Those who have the strength, those who can embrace death, those who can embrace the terrible, those who can face the challenges of life, considering that is the play of mother, they are eligible to worship Mother Kali. And when they will worship Mother Kali, they can embrace the terrible. Then only Mother Kali reveals her pleasant form, her compassionate form before this aspirant. And that is the uniqueness. So I cannot find the difference between Sri Ramakrishna's Kali and Swami Vivekananda's Kali. Only Swami Vivekananda put a step because Sri Ramakrishna gave him the work, gave him a mission to perform. And because of that, he put another veil, another idea or concept in front of Mother Kali, which is terrible. Because each of us has to face the terrible in our day-to-day life. So it is another way to worship Mother. It sounds kind of weird, but that is the way Swami Vivekananda placed before us. when there will be any challenges of life, when there is any problem we have to face, please think that is the worship of Mother Kali. And Mother came to us in the form of terrible. And we can worship that. And if we can embrace that, then only the compassionate, loving, pleasant form of Mother is revealed. So, Holy Mother, I will conclude my pranam at the feet of Holy Mother in the language of Swami Vivekananda, that he said in a poem composed in Bengali, where he says, Das toma duhakar, shashoktik nomitavo pade. I am both of your servant. Along with Shakti, I offer my pranam at your feet. Thank you for inviting me, what you do always in different occasions. So if you have any question, I can take one or two questions before you know that we have also our Sunday talk today. So if you have any question, please, yeah, one or two questions I could take.
There don't seem to be any questions, Swami.
Okay. Thank you very much for
Thank you, Swami.